It is summer road trip time. You want to make sure your car can hold up on the highway. We have Mike Quincy from Consumer Reports to help us do just that. He's talking about getting your car ready for the road, saving a few bucks with the really high gas prices. Mike can also answer your questions about things car related. You can text him your questions until 5:45. Here's how you get that question to him. You text this number 336-379-5775. Your question is anonymous, but it gets answered in real time. All right, so you're back with us, and now we're talking road trips. So often we're just like, okay, we're going, and we spend more time thinking about what we're packing in our suitcase than what we're doing with our car.
And road trips are two of my favorite words. And maybe some people have been like laying low because of COVID over the last couple of years. And they finally dusted off their car and said, let's hit the road. So one of the first things you really need to do is check your tires. I'm always going to talk about the importance of tires. Check your tire pressure. Look for uneven wear. Look for beat up sidewalls, because this is literally what your car is riding on.
You know, and I think about this. I think people look at their tires and they go, it's probably fine.
Nah. Now, see, that's the funny thing. Tires can look fine, but if they're even close to, say, 8, 9, 10 years old, they still look fine. They definitely should be replaced. Tires do not age well like wine.
They do not age like wine. Okay, and tell me about the tricks so that people can go, well, I don't really know what to look for.
Well, in terms of the tire, you can do the whole, put the quarter into the tread, and if you can see top of Washington's head, then it definitely needs to be replaced. As I mentioned before, if the tire is really old, it should definitely be replaced. But it goes just beyond tires. I mean, you need the vital fluids of your car to be checked out by a certified mechanic. I mean, we're talking not just oil change, but you've got to check out your coolant, your windshield wiper fluid, your brake fluid, your transmission fluid. All that stuff needs to be in good working order before you hit the road.
Yeah, because the last thing you want to do is be sitting on the side of the road and then spending a whole lot of money trying to get your car up and running. All right, let's talk about packing. Some people are great packers. Other people just like throw everything into laundry baskets and they fill up the entire car all the way to the ceiling.
Right. The cargo area can be called the kitchen sink because you're putting in everything and the kitchen sink. No, really, what you need to do when you pack the car is, first of all, try to bring less than you think you're going to need. When you have small kids, I know that's tough. They want every single toy in their toy box. So that's a different kind of negotiation and a different kind of show than we're talking about with cars. But when you're packing, make sure you put the heaviest suitcases, the heaviest duffel bags, the heaviest stuff on the bottom of your cargo area. And if you've got some kind of cargo straps or these tie-down features in your cargo area, definitely use those. You don't want the cargo to be shifting really badly if, God forbid, you have to hit the brakes really hard, because everything in the back of your car, when you hit the brakes, will suddenly be lurching forward.
All right, and so a lot of people pack it all the way up to the top. I'm sure that is not recommended because you can't see out the back window.
Absolutely. Nothing more to say about that. You're absolutely right.
Okay, so make sure you do not cover up all those spots that you're going to need when you're maneuvering. All right, let's talk about the car emergency kit. I think we all know we should have some water and maybe we should have some jumper cables, but what other things should we have in there?
A good idea to have a flashlight. If you break down to the side of the road, you got to change a tire at night. You need to light everything up. And who doesn't need an extra roll of duct tape? Duct tape can save your bacon 24 hours a day. It's just amazing stuff. You just need some basic tools. You just need a tire gauge. I'm going to go back to tires. Make sure you have a tire pressure gauge to check those tires. And it's also a good idea to have a first aid kit on hand. Have some bandages. Have something that you can make into a tourniquet if you need. Make sure you pack all the medications that you need. A lot of times you pack your bathing suit, you pack your towels, but you forget your meds. And trust me, in my house, no one should be forgetting their meds.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, let's talk gas prices and road trips, because a lot of folks are thinking to themselves, maybe I'm not going to take that road trip, or they're just saying, we're just going to make the best of it, but they really need to plan out where they're going to stop for gas.
Absolutely. There are apps that you can use, like one called Gas Buddy, that will help you find the cheapest gas where you're traveling. The general rule of thumb is if you can get away from the interstates, the major highway systems, the farther you get away from those big roads, the cheaper your gas is going to be. The gas is almost always more expensive if you're buying it near or on the highway. And also, Consumer Reports has looked into some of the discount grocery stores like Costco and Sam's Clubs. If you become a member, you can save anywhere from 5 to 25 cents a gallon. That'll add up.
Yep, that can definitely add up as the prices continue to creep up. All right, so we're going to take all of your questions coming up in the next segment. We're talking all things car related. 336-379-5775. We'll be right back.